Is ELTA worth buying? Is it worth your penny? Hi, this is Caleb from CP Homes, and today I will be talking more about ELTA. Being the last plot of land that is available in Clementi Avenue 1, should you enter into this development? Let me share with you more about this project. ELTA is a development that is sought after by many due to its matured locale with amenities in abundance. But before I move on, for those who hasn't seen my previous video on the ORI, I will use the place analysis to rate each new development. So what is this place analysis all about? It is a rating system for each of the following criteria: price, location, attributes, competition, and exit strategy. For each component, I will be giving a verdict score for each criteria. After that, I will be giving an overall verdict score for the project. As I've spent a lot of time and effort into conducting in-depth research, I hope you will support my channel by liking it and subscribing to it. It really means a lot to me and will continue to spur me on to generate insightful content for you viewers out there. So under price, we will talk about the suitable entry price, the price gap between ELTA and the nearby properties, and the potential returns in terms of profitability and rent that we can be expecting. For location, we will be looking at the project's connectivity, what are the amenities nearby, and the surrounding schools within the 1 kilometer and 2 kilometer radius. For attributes, we will understand the developer's reputation, what is its track record, the project's site plan, development facilities, like what are the unique features that I feel is a winning point for each project, the unit layout and configuration, and potentially comparing with nearby properties layout to understand the unit efficiency, and lastly, the unit mix to understand the potential demographics that will be occupying the project. And then we have the competition criteria. We will be comparing with the nearby developments on the unit types ranging from the 1+ study to the 5-bedroom and understanding the potential competition. And lastly, we have the exit strategy, where we will be deep diving into the nearby property support prices, who are the future buyers when you are looking to sell your unit in the resale market, and the upcoming transformation happening around the area. First, let's start off with an overview of ELTA. This is a joint venture between MCL Land and CSC Land. The total site area of this plot of land is 145,000 square feet, and this is the second largest plot of land in Clementi Avenue 1, with Clevon sitting on the largest plot and Clevon Canopy sitting on the smallest plot. There are 401 parking lots, which is approximately 80% of the car park lot provision. In my opinion, this is a fair number of parking lots, as ELTA is situated within walking distance to Clementi MRT station. The estimated vacant possession is on 31st of March 2029, and the confirmed preview date starts from 7th of February, and the booking date is on the 22nd of February. So if you are keen to view the show flat, feel free to reach out to me. Moving on to developers, MCL Land and CSC Land have good track records of building private residential developments in Singapore. MCL Land has an excellent track record in building residential developments. Some of the more popular ones are the recently launched Nava Grove, which was 65% sold during the launch day. Another notable one is Eden Green, a luxe project that is situated along Farrer Road. It boasts many garden pavilions and meticulously landscaped area. For CSC Land, its famous residential projects include the 258 units Verdell, which is situated along Upper Bukit Timah Road, and Park Greenwich EC, which was 65% sold during the launch day. Now, let's look at the site plan of ELTA. The tagline of ELTA is an oasis of elevated living, and as you can see from the majority of the facilities that are elevated. Block 10 will be built 22.5 degrees from the east-west line, and Block 12 will be built 55 degrees from the east-west line. The reason behind such specific angles is so that residents get to enjoy the unblocked view of both facing the Bedok Reservoir and Dover Forest. However, building at such an angle means that stacks 7, 8, 13, and 14 of Block 12 will experience the west sun shining into their units, and this is a major problem that most owners will have to put up with. For units facing inwards towards Clementi Avenue 1, the floor level starts at level 4, which is around 12 meters of elevation. For units facing outwards towards AYE, the floor level also starts at level 4, which is about 17 meters of elevation. The developers will also be offering units that are facing AYE, balcony acoustic blinds, and acoustic ceiling. This will help to block out 5% of the expressway noise. The windows will be 13mm thick to alleviate the noise too. So when you enter the main entrance, you will be greeted with this welcoming elevated communal sky bridge adorned with lush greenery. This stunning feature not only enhances the aesthetic appeal of the space, but also fosters a sense of community and connection with nature. For those with green fingers out there, good news is that there is also a gardening corner which further adds natural beauty to the development. The 50-meter lap pool is situated above the multi-story car park, which is 3 stories high. The multi-story car park provides a setback of about 50 meters from AYE, reducing the noise level from the cars. On the right, there are the family pool and the bubble pool, offering a perfect blend of leisure and enjoyment for the whole family. For units facing inwards towards Nan Hua High, it's recommended to look at level 10 and above if you are looking to have a good unblocked view of Clementi area, as Nan Hua High is 5 stories high. For units facing outwards towards the AYE, if you would like to get a good unblocked view of Pandan Reservoir and the sea, it is highly recommended that you look at level 15 and above. Here's the view from level 30. Besides an unblocked view of Clementi area, your view extends out to Marina Bay Sands, offering you a sense of openness. On the other side, you will be facing Pandan Reservoir. With freehold landed properties occupying most of the land opposite, you can be rest assured that your view will be unblocked for quite some time. And here is the view from level 20. Although not as spectacular as compared to the view from level 30 due to the high-rise developments nearby, you still get to enjoy the unblocked view of the neighborhood. ELTA comprises of a good mix of the smaller 1 plus study, and the two betas, and the bigger 3-4 betas and 5 beta units. A good unit mix like this ensures that ELTA can appeal to a broad range of buyers or renters, catering to different needs and lifestyle, from professionals to larger families. The availability of dual key units could also make this viable for landlords, given that ELTA is situated near Clementi MRT station and academic institutions. This makes it appealing to students studying nearby or working professionals who work at One North or CBD. Majority of the units are 3 beta and bigger, which is understandable since Clementi is surrounded by numerous academic institutions, hence making it an attractive location for families. In terms of the project density, ELTA has a slight advantage in the project density over its Clementi Avenue 1 neighbors Clevon and Clement Canopy. However, it pales in comparison to the upcoming integrated development Park Tower Residences at Tampines Avenue 11, which I will be reviewing in a couple of weeks' time when more information is available, and the recent mega launch Tron Park due to its smaller plot of land. So let's move on to the floor plan analysis, and I believe that's what most of you are looking forward to. Being a GFA harmonized project, ELTA has to be very careful with its unit layout planning so as to optimize the space. So let's start off with the floor plan comparison between ELTA and its neighbor Clevon. So why did I choose Clevon as a comparison? Clevon just reached its TOP last year and is the latest project in the whole of Clementi. Hence, I would consider its floor layouts as the most efficient among all of the other Clementi projects. Besides that, its close proximity to ELTA makes it a suitable candidate for comparison with ELTA. So for the 1 plus study layout for Clevon, the study room is situated within the master bedroom, whereas for ELTA, it is situated right next to the entrance. For someone like me who loves a huge master bedroom, it gives me the chance to hack the wall to enlarge the master bedroom so that I have more space. On top of that, the narrow construction at ELTA's kitchen make it less appealing as compared to Clevon's wide walkway at the entrance. This could be due to the placement of the study room near the entrance. For the 1 plus study layout, my preference goes to Clevon. For the 2 bed 1 bath layout, both are of dumbbell layouts, so there's nothing much significant to compare. If I were to pick up a few minor details, I like that ELTA's layout has a separate dining and living room space, which provides a segregation between these 2 areas. In addition, Clevon's master bathroom is just situated next to the main entrance, which does not really appeal to me. Imagine you having your guests over at your place and the first thing that they see is a bathroom once they open the door. Hence, my vote would go to ELTA 2 bed 1 bath layout. Moving on to the 2-bed, 2-bath layout, I like that both layouts actually come with an enclosed kitchen each. I like that there's a wall providing privacy for the dining table for ELTA. Imagine having your meals while leaving your door open. Wouldn't it be weird if other residents were to peek into your unit and seeing you having your meals? I would definitely feel uncomfortable with that. Another significant difference is the dumbbell layout at ELTA, which results in a more efficient use of space. Hence, my preference would be the ELTA 2-bed, 2-bath layout. For the 3-bedroom compact layout, ELTA's 3-bedroom layout comes with windows at its master and common bathrooms. This is a hands-down winner for me. On top of that, the L-shaped foyer at the entrance provides privacy for the owners, and storage spaces can also be built to optimize the foyer area. My vote would definitely go to ELTA 3-bedroom compact layout, mainly because of its bathroom windows. Moving on to the 3-bedroom premium, ELTA features a dumbbell layout as compared to Clevon's portrait layout. ELTA's 3-bedroom premium has a study room which doubles up as a storage room or helper's room. There is an option for the study room walls to be hacked, making it an open concept study room with good ventilation. However, what disappoints me is that the second bathroom doesn't come with a window, which is present in Clevon's layout. Despite this, my vote goes to ELTA 3-bedroom premium layout due to its dumbbell efficient use of space. For the 4-bedroom layouts, ELTA 4-bedroom premium comes with a junior master bedroom with ensuite bathroom. This is definitely a plus point for me. On top of that, Clevon has a lot of wasted space at the AC ledge, which is an eyesore to me. My preference for these 3 layouts would go to ELTA 4-bedroom premium. And moving on to the 4+ study, ELTA's layout has a household shelter in the kitchen. For those who would prefer your helpers to be confined within the kitchen boundary, this would be a better option for you. And ELTA has a second ensuite bathroom as compared to the second common bathroom in Clevon. In addition, it comes with a 3rd bathroom, which serves as a common bathroom for guests and an ensuite for bedroom 4. ELTA has a L-shaped foyer which provides good privacy for owners as compared to the straight walkway for Clevon. Hence, with all these plus points that we find in ELTA 4+ study layout, my vote definitely goes to ELTA. And now let's examine the 5-bedroom layouts for both developments. ELTA 5-bedroom comes with an additional junior master bathroom, which is rare in today's context. You don't see many developments with a second junior master bedroom. A plus point is the ensuite bathroom 4, which is shared between bedroom 4 and 5, and this brings me to my next question. Which bathroom would your guests use if all of the bathrooms are ensuite? Surely they can use the WC, but is that ideal? Another point that I like about ELTA's 5-bedroom is its segregation of the living and dining room. The right dining area allows you to host more guests. Lastly, Clevon's 5-beta layout comes with a private lift, which gives owner an exclusive feeling, but this is absent in ELTA's 5-bedroom layout. For this isn't a deal breaker, but for some, I know it is. All in all, my vote goes to ELTA 5-bedroom layout due to its efficient layout. Hence, I would give attributes for ELTA a 4 out of 5 score. Next, let's talk about the location of ELTA. Although ELTA is surrounded by plenty of amenities, it is not exactly near Clementi MRT station. It requires 10 to 15 minutes of walking distance. Moreover, the path to the MRT station is not fully sheltered, which poses inconvenience to residents. The good news is that the developers has decided to tackle this problem by providing shuttle bus services to Clementi MRT station for the residents until the first AGM. In terms of amenities, there are plenty of grocery food options within walking distance, so you don't have to worry about starving or having to walk a far distance to the nearby food options. The nearest shopping options are Clementi Mall and 321 Clementi Mall, which are a few bus stops away. ELTA is situated near Clementi MRT station, which is linked to Jurong East. The upcoming Jurong Lake District and Jurong Innovation District. These 2 key developments are aimed at transforming the area into a vibrant hub for business, technology, and leisure. These districts are part of Singapore's broader strategy to decentralize its economic activities and provide more integrated spaces for working, living, and recreation. We have One North, which is connected through Buona Vista. You can find Biopolis and Fusionopolis at these two locations, which focuses on innovation and collaboration in fields of biomedical research and technology. Further down, we have NUS and Science Park, which are the two key components of Singapore's vibrant ecosystem for education, research, and innovation. Lastly, the green line brings us down to CBD, which is the financial hub of Singapore. And the Cross Island line is expected to be completed in 2032. It will be opened up in two phases, with Clementi being part of the second phase. With Clementi being the interchange between the East-West line and the Cross Island line, it will definitely boost connectivity for ELTA residents, bringing you closer to areas like Turf City, Jurong Lake District, and Changi Airport. ELTA has plenty of schools within its 1 kilometer and 2 kilometer vicinity. There are two primary schools within its 1 kilometer radius, Clementi Primary and Pei Tong Primary. Outside of its 1 kilometer radius, we have Nanhua Primary, Qifa Primary, Henry Park Primary, and potentially Fairfield Methodist, which we are still awaiting MOE's confirmation if it falls within the 2 kilometer radius. Being in Clementi allows you to build a strong academic foundation for your kids. Clementi is well known for its excellent educational cluster. Conveniently located close to home are esteemed institutions that supports all stages of academic life from preschool to tertiary. So imagine the convenience that your kids get to enjoy without having to shift your home for the next 17 years. For primary schools, we have those 6 that I've mentioned earlier. As we move on to secondary school, we have these 6 options for your kids to consider. After which, we have Ngee and Singapore Polytechnic and ACJC. And lastly, we have NUS, SUSS, and SIM to complete your kids' education. Due to its strategic location that brings you to the future Jurong Lake District, One North and CBD, good connectivity via MRT, bus or car, good number of academic institutions that support your kids' education journey for the next 17 years, and a plethora of amenities within which I will give a verdict score of 4.5 for ELTA location. However, my main concern is the lack of shopping malls within walking distance from ELTA, and also the 10 to 15 minutes walking distance to Clementi MRT station. Hence, I will deduct 0.5 points from there and give it a score of 4.5 for its location. Now, let's zoom in into the profit margin that MCL will factor it into the sale of ELTA. The recent projects launched by MCL in the recent few months include Nava Grove, which is situated along Ulu Pandan Road, and Tembusu Grand in Katong area, which is around 92% sold. For Nava Grove, which was sold during the launch day, the average selling price was $2,453 per square foot. Bearing in mind that it is URA GFA harmonized, this means that MCL has about 5 to 7% less sellable area. So in this case, we take 6% as an average. Based on the estimated break-even of $2,120 per square foot per plot ratio, if we were to work backwards, this gives MCL an average profit margin of 10%. For Tembusu Grand, which is not GFA harmonized, the break-even is $2,130 per square foot per plot ratio, and based on the average selling price of $2,463 per square foot, it results in a profit margin of 16% for CDL. During the launch day, Clevon was 70% sold. The break-even was $1,401 per square foot per plot ratio, and this translates to a profit of 17%. Taking the average of the 3 different profit margins that I've mentioned in this slide and the previous slide, this works out to be an average profit margin of 14%, which I will be using for my calculation in the next slide. So what is the estimated average selling price of ELTA? Before I proceed, I would like to gather your support by liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel, because I've spent a lot of time and effort into doing in-depth research and analysis, and this really means a lot to me. So using a guide profit margin of 14% and adding a 6% GFA harmonized profit margin, we arrive at an average selling price of $2,600 per square foot for ELTA. And I'll be using this postulated average price of $2,600 per square foot in my analysis in the subsequent slides. And in my opinion, $2,600 is considered a fair launch price for ELTA in today's market, considering that Chuan Park and OCR project was sold an average launch price of $2,579 per square foot. However, my main concern is that Clevon, which is situated next door, has just reached its TOP last year and is transacting at an average price of $2,029 per square foot, and this might deter some buyers as both ELTA and Clevon are located next to each other, yet Clevon is ready to move in and is selling at 20% cheaper, and this might pose some resistance to buyers due to its strong competition. Based on the various layouts, we arrive at this price matrix with the highlighted column of $2,600 per square foot as the average selling price. In my opinion, if you are able to secure a unit at below the average selling price of $2,600 per square foot, it's definitely a good buy for investment. For anything that is above the price of $2,600 per square foot, it really depends if you are looking for own stay. The higher floor units, which typically command a higher PSF, have a superb view of the Pandan Reservoir in Clementi Avenue 1, and this might be worth paying for as such a view is hard to come by. And based on what the developers have shared with us recently, the prices of lower floor units might start from $2,400 per square foot onwards, with the higher floor units going up to $2,700 per square foot to even $2,800 per square foot. So we now zoom out to look at other private developments in Clementi. They are mainly Clevon, which is with TOP in 2024, Clement Canopy, which TOP in 2019, Parc Clematis, which TOP in 2023, Regent Park, an older development which was built in 1997, Triling, which TOP in 2017, and the Park, a freehold project which TOP in 2010. The park is not exactly in Clementi, but more of towards the West Coast side, but we shall use it for comparison due to its close proximity to ELTA. In terms of age, Clevon and Parc Clematis are the newest private development in Clementi as of now, and most of the projects are leasehold projects with the exception of the park being a freehold project. And with the inclusion of ELTA, the total supply of private units in the Clementi area is 4,804 units. In terms of land size, ELTA is sitting on the second largest private plot of land in Clementi Avenue 1. It has the largest project density as compared to its two neighbors next door. In terms of profitability for the 6 other private developments in Clementi, in the past 5 years, there has been an amazing number of 738 profitable transactions and only 11 unprofitable transactions, giving us a 98.5% of profitable transactions rate, which is very high given that Clementi's land size is ranked 30th in Singapore. An astounding annualized return of 4.62% will definitely be a huge factor that investors will be considering. Moving on to the price gap analysis. In this analysis, we shall use ELTA's pre-harmonized price of $2,453 per square foot as a benchmark when comparing with other nearby properties, which are not subjected to the URA-GFA harmonization. This results in an average price gap of $31 per square foot in comparison, which I feel is a fair number. As for the rental yield, the developments average 3.06%, which is above the Singapore's average residential rental yield of 2.5%. This is not surprising given Clementi's strategic location and excellent connectivity. In comparison with the recent new OCR launches, let us see whether ELTA's average selling price of $2,600 per square foot for pre-harmonized its $2,453 per square foot is reasonable. Comparing with Jadon and Trump Park that sold like hotcakes during the launch day, it seems like ELTA is priced fairly as the average PSF is lower than these two developments, considering that they were launched in the recent 2 years. In terms of price, ELTA's price of $2,600 per square foot is fairly priced based on the price gap analysis. There is a high demand of profitable transactions showing that there's a healthy demand for units in Clementi. The average rental yield in Clementi is above the national average and ELTA price premium over the recent new launches is fair. However, like what I've mentioned previously, my main concern is that Clevon, which is situated next door, has just reached its TOP last year and is transacting at an average of $2,029 per square foot. This might deter some buyers. ELTA and Clevon are located next to each other, yet Clevon is ready to move in and is selling at 20% cheaper. All in all, I would give the price for ELTA a 4 out of 5 rating. Now let's analyze the competition surrounding ELTA for the 1 plus study all the way to the 5-bedroom units. But before I go on, I would like to emphasize that it is not easy to derive the competition ratio for the nearby developments, as I had to painstakingly scour through various property portals one by one to ensure that there's no duplicate and outdated listings. As this requires a lot of time and effort, I would greatly appreciate if you are able to like and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and it goes a long way for me. Starting off with the 1 plus study competition, ELTA's pricing is relatively higher than its surrounding properties, which might put it in a disadvantageous spot. Parc Clematis and Clevon contributes to the highest supply of 1-bedder and 1 plus study units on sale in the Clementi area. The competition ratio of 9.8% for the 1-bedder and 1 plus study units is above the recommended 3%, which makes the competition really very stiff. However, I foresee that the competition ratio will dip once these units get sold. As for the 2-bedroom competition, it stands at a ratio of 7.2%. Likewise, Clevon and Parc Clematis contribute to the highest number of 2-bedroom units for sale, especially for Clevon, which is TOP last year. Likewise, I foresee the competition ratio will dip once these units get sold. As for the 3-bedroom competition, the competition ratio is 2%, which indicates low competition for ELTA's 3-bedroom units. The 4-bedroom competition stands at 2.5%, which indicates low competition for ELTA's 4-bedroom. The highest number of 4-bedroom units on sale actually comes from Clevon. Lastly, for the 5-bedroom competition, the competition ratio is surprisingly at 5.9%, as I would expect it to be much lower since most owners who bought 5-bedroom units are looking for own stay. However, I believe that since 5-bedroom units are rare, and as these units get taken up, the competition ratio will dip over time. In terms of the competition, I would say that there is strong competition for ELTA's 1-bedder, 2-bedder, and 5-bedder units. However, the competition ratio for the 3-bedder and 4-bedder is low, making it ideal for investors. Also, given that Clevon has just reached its TOP recently and is priced more attractively than ELTA, this will pose a strong competition to ELTA a few years down the road. Hence, I would give ELTA a competition ratio of 3.5 out of 5. The area circled in red shows the estates, the HDB estates in Clementi that have clocked more than $1 million in transactions. Slightly further down, we have Queenstown, which has produced close to $100 million HDB flats last year. A lack of new launches in Queenstown might draw some buyers to ELTA. Further down and out of the map, we have Bukit Timah and Bukit Merah, which are still located in the west side. As there is a lack of new launches that is conveniently located in the west side and more towards the central region, ELTA's geographic location might be attractive to some potential buyers. Looking at the support prices from the highest transacted prices in Jayden, Sora, Lake Garden residences, which are in the western side of Singapore, it makes ELTA's average selling price of $2,600 per square foot reasonable. Bearing in mind that we still have older new launches in the northwest sector such as Botany, Mist, and Hill Haven, transacting as high as $2,400 per square foot, it paves the way for ELTA's estimated launch price. Clevon, its neighbor, has transacted as high as $2,320 per square foot, which provides a base support for ELTA prices. Further down towards Ulu Pandan and One North, Nava Grove, Pine Tree Hill, and Hill at One North have clocked more than $2,700 per square foot transactions. Even though they are in the RCR and might not seem like a fair comparison, they provide a reference support price for ELTA, especially when it is a GFA harmonized project. Let's look at the price quantum of the surrounding newer developments. For the 1 plus study, we can see that quite a number of developments have transactions going above ELTA's 1 plus study's average price, with Jayden going to as high as $1.7 million. For the 2-bedroom and 3-bedroom compact units, Jayden has consistently surpassed ELTA's estimated prices. As for the 3 plus study, the prices are above ELTA's, which could most probably be due to ELTA's smaller and more efficient 3 plus study layout. For the 4-bedroom premium, ELTA's pricing looked more attractive than its other OCR counterparts. All in all, I would say that ELTA's potential selling price of $2,600 per square foot is really attractive, especially when compared to Jayden and Lake Garden residences. Lastly, although there isn't going to be any major transformation at Clementi, there will be some happening at Jurong Lake District. URA plans to develop the Jurong Lake District into Singapore's second largest mixed-use business district outside the city centre. It's going to be a major urban development in the western part of Singapore, aimed at transforming the area into a vibrant commercial, residential, and recreation hub. The district is strategically located around the Jurong Lake area with plans to integrate green spaces, modern infrastructure, and sustainable urban design. The Jurong Lake District is expected to become one of Singapore's key business districts, offering office spaces, residential developments, and a range of leisure and cultural amenities. This development will also see improvements in transport connectivity with a focus on enhancing public transportation options like the MRT and bus networks. And one of the key highlights of the Jurong Lake District is the future Jurong Innovation District, a hub for high-tech industries and innovation. The district will also feature prominent landmarks such as the Jurong Lake Gardens, a large park-like area providing recreational space for residents and visitors. With its mix of business, residential, and green spaces, the Jurong Lake District aims to play a central role in Singapore's push towards becoming a more sustainable and livable city. In terms of ELTA's exit strategy, the next upcoming transformation, Jurong Lake District, will happen at Jurong East and not in Clementi. On top of that, it will only be completed between 2040 to 2050, which is a long time away. For investors out there, this will be a long wait for you. Other than the fact there are support prices from Jayden and Lake Garden residences and other OCR new launches like Clevon Park, the exit strategy for ELTA might not be suitable for some investors, especially for those who are looking to exit the market after 3 to 5 years. All in all, I will give ELTA exit strategy a 3 out of 5. In all, after doing the place analysis, my overall verdict score for ELTA is 3.8 out of 5. ELTA is a good development for families who are looking for convenience, great amenities, and providing your kids with a holistic education for the next 17 years. Facilities are very well thought out by the developer. However, for investors out there, my main concern is its strong competition from surrounding neighbors like Clevon and Parc Clematis and the lack of major transformation in the next 3 to 5 years that will boost ELTA's prices significantly. I come to the end of my sharing session. If you like the content that I've produced, please like and subscribe to my YouTube channel and follow me on my Instagram page, CP Homes, and my Facebook page, CP Homes. This will continue to motivate me to generate enriching content and analysis for your own knowledge. Till then, see you in my next video. Thank you.